If after a date you do not hear from a man arranging for the next date, please don't reach out to him asking him, when am I gonna see you? Don't do that.
This guy is hot.
You sound needy, and we don't want to be sounding needy out here.
This is the pettiest advice I've ever heard in my life. What's good, guys? So today I took a clip out of a video I reacted to a few days ago. It was on the topic needy. She was talking basically about things you do that will make you appear needy, and I saw them 4 tips, and most of them really looked like they were just you expressing yourself, expressing your interest, not really being needy, because I've noticed people don't understand what it means to be needy or a simp. They just want to flag you as a simp or call you names and stuff like that. Meanwhile, they just don't understand how to express themselves, or they cannot understand how you're expressing yourselves, so they just want to tag you as a simp. So yeah, I want to know what you guys think in the comment sections. Do you agree with me and stuff like that? I said a lot in that video, so enjoy the video, guys. Oh, Thomas
Four things that you should never say to a man, especially during the dating stages. If you have gone to a date with a man and after the date he has not called you or communicated with you, please do not text him or call him asking him, why haven't I heard from you?
Why not?
Please don't do that. You will sound needy.
See the problem I have with that? Of course, maybe after you guys went out and all, you guys just went out, right? Yeah, the guy should definitely check on you and say, oh, have you gotten home and all that stuff. To me, I will do that. Like, yeah, you have to make sure she's gotten home safe. Tell her good night or something, like, you know, just make sure she's safe, at least, right? But if you, as the girl or the guy, want to hear from your partner after the interaction, and you do not reach out to that partner when you really want to reach out to them, you're expecting them to call you, they didn't call you, text you, they didn't text you. If you do not do that back, why and what gives you the right to request that same behavior from your partner? You don't have the right to request for that. That's what it means. If you cannot do it to somebody else, don't request for it. It's like the reverse of not doing to others what you don't want to be done to you. If you want something done to you, you have to be able to do it to other people. So you should be the change, if anything. If you notice you want to speak to him and he's not, after the date he didn't reach out to you or her, take your phone and call her. Hey babe, how you doing? We had a great time today. Just checking up on you. I was expecting your call. Let her know that you were expecting her call. Right? I was your call or text, but you didn't text me. What's up? What's the problem? Or are we good? Or if you feel there's a concern, call it out one time. Do not wait. The moment you feel there's a problem, call it out, because you know what's funny? If there's a leak in this house right now, no matter how many times we ignore that leak and walk past that leak, right, we are still going to go back there and have to fix it. If not, we all drown here. The whole house becomes wet, or we all drown in here one day. So that's the same thing you should, or the same logic you should approach your relationship with. If you know there's a problem, fix it today. I've spoken to so many girls, and they have this habit of trying to postpone things. Like, oh, we just got to know each other. Like, I just met you. Okay, you just met me, but you like me and I like you. So, and we are at this juncture right now. So what and why should we wait for tomorrow or the next 5 months or the next 10 years before we get to this step, right? Especially when we are literally on that step. Because if you've gotten to that step, unless the guy is rushing you or the girl is rushing you into something like, you know, sex or something else, right? That's different. If it's expressing a feeling, telling somebody about your, you know, something personal or something, there is no right time for that other than the time it's being brought up. Once you start postponing stuff like that, you start creating voids. People start feeling left out in that relationship. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I'll feel. If I know my girl is going through this and she's not letting me know, and I want to know, and she's saying, oh, I just met you, so I don't feel like, you know, I should be expressing this with you. That will hurt me. Like, what? Someone that I like, someone that I'm expecting you to be able to be open with me, because I'm doing the same thing. Most of the times I'm doing the same thing. Like, I don't ask for stuff I know I don't do. Like, I'm doing the same thing, and that is how it should be. I don't know about you guys. Correct me in the chat, in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about that. But to me, left alone, I don't see why you should waste time. If you are at that juncture, nail it one time. Don't say, oh, tomorrow. No, tomorrow. Who told you you're going to see tomorrow? Do it now, right now. Holy, let's carry on.
Number 2, during a date, please do not discuss the struggles and the bad things happening in your life. Act like your life is perfect. The guy might use these things to gauge how he will treat you.
What? Well, to be fair, if you're meeting someone for the first time, you don't want to pour out your problems like nobody should do that. It should be bit by bit, step by step, right? I'm not saying don't pour any at all. You should be able to open and let some out, right? But never come and pour your problems out. If you feel there's a discomfort you're having and you need someone to talk to and he's there with you, though it's the first time you guys are talking, you can use it as if anything, a way to see if this guy is compatible with me. It's going to still be a win-win, because if you share those feelings, those emotions, those experiences with the guy, and the guy gives you the clarity you've been looking for, eases the pain, you're like, wow, this guy can do this. That's a plus. And the quicker you get to know if this guy is a plus, the better for you. And the quicker it is for you to know, oh, I told this guy this and he never responded to me because I shared this part of me with him. Your loss, not really his loss actually, your gain, your W, because you get to move on. You get to find someone that wants and will listen to you and not move on from you because of the fact that you shared an experience. You shared a part of what you've gone through in life with somebody that is meant to be with you throughout the rest of your life. You shared it with that person and the person left, and you think you should not be happy. You should be happy. The person left you. That means you guys are not compatible, which is fine. Not everybody's compatible with everybody. You cannot carry an iPhone charger to flipping charge a Samsung phone. It doesn't work that way. And you should look for the right phone with the right charger. Right? That's how it should work. So no one should ever cry over that. Like, you guys don't work out. That's fine. Next. That's how it should be, man. If you ask me, correct me in the chat again. If you guys don't agree with that, let me know how you guys would take that situation up. If you feel there's something you want to share with your partner, but you feel it's too early because it's your first date or something, would you not? Let me know in the comment section.
Number 3, if after a date you do not hear from a man arranging for the next date, please don't reach out to him asking him, when am I gonna see you? Don't do that. You sound needy, and we don't want to be sounding needy out here. Number 4.
This is so petty. This is the pettiest advice I've ever heard in my life, man. This girl is so petty, man. What's her name? Let me look at the comments. Let's actually look at the comments. I will call him. I will go to look for him. Some men are what? Thank you, Victorina Mwende. I'm sorry if I killed that name. God bless you. All these rules don't make. Thank God there are human beings in the chat. There are literally human beings in the chat. Let's look at that. Look. Never pretend that you are not in it. Oh my God. This is the first time I'm seeing a W chat. What? But it's very important to ask a man where this relationship is heading to. Of course, there's a time for that. Yes, when in a relationship, you should know its future plan. You don't always have to know like right off the bat. Like, of course, you should kind of be gauging. Like, the reason you guys are together or dating or whatnot is for you guys to understand each other and get a sense of where you guys want to head, right? So with time, the question will come up, where are we headed? Or you would have answered it in your head one way or the other, but there's a time for that, you get me? But let's read more of these comments. I like what I'm seeing here. You love him. Please do not tell him ever. Gangster for life. Yeah, these are where the L's come in. You love him, but you won't tell him. Good luck with that, man. Someone will tell him, you know what's funny? Someone will tell him she loves him and she'll go for that guy, because most people are simple. Most men and women are simple. It's just that people are so scared to let themselves out. You forget that when you let yourself out, you show them who you truly are. And if they connect with you when you're showing your true self, that's a huge W. The risk outweigh the rewards. The risk, if you ask me, the reward outweighs the risk by far. Because, okay, let's say, what's the risk? You lose somebody that doesn't want you. It's not even a risk. It's not even a risk. You lose somebody that doesn't want you. Think about it. Like, let's internalize that. You lose somebody that doesn't want you. That's still a reward. So there's literally no risk. I'm beginning to yell like a mad fellow because it's ridiculous what I'm listening and seeing in this comment. Okay, no, the comments have been chill. What is this woman uttering, man? Holy, let's look at some more comments one more time. We've not been asking. No, this is some Igbo. Very true. My ego, I can't simp. Come on. You love somebody and you think acting in the right manner, showing them your time, appreciating them is simping. These are the things we don't want to see. These are the traits you don't want to bring into a relationship, because you and the man or girl will not progress in the right direction. It's going to be a bucket of lies, assumptions, suspicion, passive aggression, name it. Imagine me calling like there's something I do with my girl, right? Or my girl to be, let's put it like that, because I'm still single, right? I tell her like, oh, when she I really want to give you guys an example, because people will see it and say I'm a simp or something, but I would tell her I'm missing her. Like, I could come out and say, oh, I've been missing you all day. Like, what you been up to? Like, I've actually been missing you. I might even use like some emojis or hearts or something. People say I'm simping. I don't like that word, because it's wrong. When you are showing affection to somebody you like and want to grow a long-term relationship with, there's no simping. There's nothing simping. I can't even speak English. That is not simping. That is what? Expressing yourself to the partner you'd want to be with, right? There is a time and place for that. Doing that right off the bat, I would never advise you that. That is simping. That is simping. Doing right off the bat, you don't know this person and you feel, oh, you can express. That is simping. You need to be able to know. You have to do that when you guys are at a certain stage. It might take a week, it might take 3 days, but it is not right off. It's not the first day. And I'm pretty sure it's not the first 2 weeks either. It's like at least maybe a month-ish. I don't know. But it is not right off the bat. If you're doing that right off the bat, that is simping. Would I even call it simping? I won't call out simping, actually. That isn't even simping. Simping is you do that, they don't want that behavior from you, they push you away, but you want to keep coming back and doing the same behavior. That right there is simping. So in actuality, that's not even simping. If you like, do it on the first date or on the 50th date, it is not simping. Only if you've been given a red card for doing it and you keep doing it, meaning you're begging to, let's say you want her to sing you a song. If she doesn't sing you a song, you will cry, right? And she doesn't sing you a song and you're crying, you're feeling bad, right? That's not a good example. That's a very bad example. But guys, as long as it's reciprocated, it is not simping. Yeah, I think I nailed it right there. As long as it is not as long as it is reciprocated, as long as you're getting the energy you're giving back, right? You give first and you get in return. That's how it works. That's how I live my life. I don't sit down and wait to be given, then I give. That's a transaction. Though it might seem like she's sitting down to wait while you're the one giving, but there will be a time you will sit down and wait and let her give you, because you have nothing to give, right? But that comes naturally. That's when you actually have nothing to like give in that sense. So she will give back, and she'll also give back to you. You know, you'll be able to spot this out, whether you would know in the relationship. You'll be able to watch out for those things to see if you're just getting used or not. But if it's reciprocated, boom, you're on track. You're not simping. You're not simping. You guys are in love. Keep going, man.
If you have known a man for a little while and you're thinking that you should be going to the next level, please do not ask him, what are we? Don't ask that
She's
question.
So funny.
4 things that
it's so funny. Like I said, yeah, you should not jump into things like that. Early in the relationship, you just come off as you look desperate in that sense, right? But if the question pops up in your head and you want to ask, go ahead and ask. honestly speaking. Go ahead and ask. It shouldn't be popping up in your head that early. That might be a problem, because then, yeah, that's actually a problem. I think that's the one thing she mentioned that I can actually say, okay, she has a little point here. You should not right off the bat be asking, what are you guys? You guys just met. Like, if it's been months, years, that makes sense. Weeks, maybe, that's also fine. But the first day, what are we? Are you normal? Is your head working well? You get me? So I think that's a good point. That's the only W she's dropped today. Other than that, what's her name? Come here, let me find out her name. Her name is Eswahome. I don't know where she's from. Or I don't know. Her name is here. But yeah, the chat, I think this is the most W of chats I've seen. Not me listening to this when I'm single. A mistake I did for so many years. I thought opening up and being real was the best, but I was wrong. You were right. I'm going to literally tell her right now. Oh, guys, I can't tell her because I don't have this thing connected. You were right. Don't listen to her, man. Oh my God. You see, this is what we're talking about. People like this will come on here and poison the minds of other people. This woman maybe did it to the wrong person, but decided not to learn the lesson, the actual lesson that was being taught to her by life itself. Life is teaching you that be yourself, and you would find somebody that wants you for you, right? But she maybe tried to be herself, or maybe just was not where she was meant to be, and she was now clingy and acted all like that to this guy, and this guy dropped her or something. And she's out here telling other women not to do this, poisoning their innocent minds. The people that, okay, maybe have experienced a similar thing and are kind of confused and have not sat down to understand the lesson, will come here, see this, and be like, yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. So I'm not going to let this happen next time. I'll keep everything inside. I will hide my heart like I'm XXXTentacion or something. And it's very draining. It would not get you where you want to be. You will struggle with everything relationship wise if you keep doing that. It's always going to be like a sport. You're always competing for attention, competing for who wins. You guys want to love each other, but it's becoming a game. You're holding controller 24/7, trying to control who manipulates the best. You guys have energy, man. Be real. Anybody that doesn't resonate with you when you're real is not for you, and that is fine, and that's a W, because you get to move on. That will be it. Watch this right here, guys, if you want more of reaction videos. This one you would enjoy, I promise you. Catch you in the next one. Thanks for the support and peace, guys.